What is it that you need? An itching in the downstairs region. Uh-oh. Has somebody been naughty? Have you not watched Dawson's Creek? There's an entire episode on condoms and safe sex. Am I too abrasive? Well, look, if you need to find somebody who is not as abrasive as me, and perhaps you're looking for something that is on the softer, gentler side, I'm going to recommend you take a good, close look at my friends over at ZocDoc. Now, what they are is a completely free website, and judging by the looks of you, that is probably within your budget. The website hosts all kinds of services, from podiatry to optometry, ophthalmology, therapy. You also look like you could use a therapist. Never forget, my parents once told me when I was a young man, Gregory, your mother and I will always make sure to damage you enough so as to never absolve you of the need for therapy. And they were right. Of course, I never took them up on it. But you, on the other hand, you could definitely use it. So, why don't you go ahead and jump on zocdoc.com/ASMRjeremiah. I hear he's a very handsome, charming, witty fellow, devilishly good looking. Quite the ladies' man. They say I look just like him too, which is fascinating. I don't personally see it, but why am I going to look a gift horse in the mouth? So check that out. Check out our friends and sponsors. And hey, sometimes when you book an appointment through ZocDoc, it usually occurs within 72 hours, sometimes 48 hours, and sometimes you even get same-day service. And who doesn't like same-day service? Wonderful. All right. Back to you. So, you think you've... Would you look at that? It seems you said there's an itching and a burning sensation in the downstairs region. Wonderful. Now, this is my favorite part of the job. I love what I do. So if you wouldn't mind taking your pants down, please. Thank you. And you can put them back up. Yep. No, I didn't. No, I did not need to look any further. You have a lovely case of chlamydia. Now, luckily for you, that is completely curable. It is. Really, of all the things, other than maybe gonorrhea, which does have scary sounding names. But basically, basic antibiotics will take care of it. In the meantime, or in the future, look me in the eye. Look me right in the eye. I need you to do me a favor. Put on a raincoat. And by that, of course, I mean a condom. Use a condom dummy. Don't go out spreading the good news. It's uncalled for, it's unnecessary, and frankly, it's a little bit disgusting. Take care of you and your friends around you. I'm gonna see somebody else. Oh no, don't get naked. Okay, my eyes are up here. Now, let's just skip the foreplay and you tell me what's bothering you, and I will tell you what's wrong with you. That's how this doctor-patient relationship works. I could look at your file, but that would just be superfluous and waste time. Why would I need to do that? Why don't you just tell me what's bothering you, and we can skip the middleman, get right to the good stuff. Oh, these just Mama's little pills. Keeps me sharp. I want to make sure that I stay on top of things. Beautiful. So, you said you are tired. Tired. That's a great symptom. Sleepy. It's kind of the same thing. Fatigue. Oh. Do you have any more adjectives to describe the exact same concept? Wait a minute. Did you say sleepy? Hold on. If you tell me exhaustion, I'm gonna lose my mind. Wait a minute. Stop. Hold on a second. You have a hard time getting out of bed in the morning. Well, why didn't you say that the first time? Now I obviously know what's wrong. When was the last time you had caffeine? A cup of coffee, matcha, tea. Sounds to me like you're suffering from a classic case of caffeinitis delirium. You need caffeine. Are there any other stimulants you have taken away from your system recently? Interesting. Well, I highly recommend you get back on them. I'll probably clear up all your things, whether it's nicotine, or caffeine, or Adderall. I'm not going to judge. That is not my place. But you can definitely use a good swift kick in the tuchus. You need exercise, and go back to doing whatever you were doing. It'll make you feel better. You're having classic withdrawal symptoms. So, who would I be to get in the way of somebody else's hedonistic desires? That'll be all. Hi, I'm Dr. House. The plaque says Dr. Jeremiah. Oh, it does. It does say Dr. Jeremiah. No, I'm just borrowing his office. Lovely fellow, Jeremiah. He's very charming now. What is ailing you? Having difficulty sleeping. Grab me, please. And what kind of sleep trouble are you having? The old-fashioned kind where you can't fall asleep. I like you. You're funny. Humor goes a long ways. Never underestimate the power of a good night's rest. So, how long have you been struggling to fall asleep? And has anything in your life changed lately? Any new patterns, behaviors, new job, new diet, new human? Are you dating anybody new? Any shifts in any kind of typical day-to-day adventures? Not particularly. And have you had any traumas lately? Have you had any situations where you may have bumped your head or fallen down or had a good old-fashioned rattling? I'm gonna touch your face if you don't mind a little bit, okay? Oh, interesting. Does it hurt when I do that at all? Okay. It shouldn't. If it did, then that's a whole other set of issues. And what about now? Does that hurt there? No. How about here? No. Okay. I'm going to hold up some fingers. I want you to tell me when it wiggles. And fantastic. And look at you. You have good vision. But hey, we're not done yet. I'm going to do a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle away. I want you to let me know when you can't see my fingers. Don't tell me when you can, then the test would be stupid. And we're going to go wiggle, 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 wiggle. Right about there. Nice. Good. Look at you. You can be taught. Okay, let's try that again. And wiggle, 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 wiggle. Hey. That makes you in the top percentile, quintile, maybe even. Basically, it means that you're not a dum-dum. That's what we need. Future minds right there. The future looks bright with you, young Padawan. Let me ask you, do you spend a lot of time on social media? Instagram, TikTok? That's what the kids like to use these days. A little bit. What do you mean by a little bit? Is that 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours? Like 3 hours. And is that typically in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening? When was the last time you actually checked your screen time on your phone? Do you have that little pop-up where your phone tells you exactly how long you've been checking out the TikToks? You can open it up right now. Go to your settings. Scroll down to screen time. There it is. And pull that up. It doesn't say 3 hours a day, does it? No. Do you want to be honest with me? What does it actually say right there? Well, I can see it, so you can just tell me, and don't worry, it'll be our little secret. 8 hours, doesn't it? 8 hours and 17 minutes to be exact. Yeah. So you have a classic chronic case of tech-induced photoapathy. You stare at your screen too much, and this is messing up all kinds of things within your body. It's sending signals to your eyes when you're not supposed to be receiving light. It's sending in blue light when you're not supposed to be receiving blue light. It's triggering your adrenaline system, your dopamine system, your serotonin system. Basically, especially when you're scrolling endlessly through the nighttime, you're getting a cacophony, a plethora, if you will. I love that word, a plethora of sensations that you really shouldn't be experiencing at that hour. You know what you need? A book. That's right, you need to read a book. Oh, and basically any book will do. It doesn't have to be a specific book. The main thing is that you put down your phone. I highly recommend putting it down after, give yourself an arbitrary number, 2 hours before bed. 3 hours would be better. And from that point forward, you don't look at your phone. Now, hold on. What if somebody needs to get a hold of you. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. A long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, we didn't have cell phones. And if somebody tried to get a hold of me after 6 p.m., they could either call my landline, which I wouldn't answer, or they could just wait until the next day. And you know how many people had meltdowns because of they could not get a hold of me? Well, basically, I have no idea. But I'm guessing it was far, far fewer than we would like to pretend and imagine. What I'm telling you is, you don't need to be in touch 24/7. You are not a Quickie Mart. You're not a hospital. You are not pick your service that needs to be open 24 hours a day, which honestly there's very few. That's a strange byproduct of capitalism in America, this whole 24-hour news cycle, 24-hour convenience. Everything's open 24 hours, when clearly many things simply will be fine, including you, and most importantly, you. So, turn off the screen, put it down, pick up a book, learn something, even if it's just fiction. Read something, read a classic, read The Lord of the Rings, read Siddhartha, read some Ayn Rand, read some Karl Marx, read it all, just read. And trust me, you'll thank me for it. I need the pace. You seem awfully... Wow. You seem awfully wound up. Can you relax? Can you calm yourself down a little bit? Now, hang on. You don't like doctors. Well, you're in luck. I am not a real doctor. I only play one on TV. So, let's keep that between you and me. It's our little secret, okay? Alright. But, why are you so nervous? It hurts sometimes when you pee. That's not good. Okay, well, anything else bothering you? Any other symptoms of... You are breathing a little heavy. Did you run over here? Okay, now I do want you to actually just look at me. Okay, for a moment now. Just sit. And take a nice deep breath for me in the nose and out the mouth. Good, keep doing. Do that again. Breathe in the nose and out the mouth. Big, deep breath in. And exhale. Very good. Now, you do feel a little calmer now, don't you? And a little lightheaded. That's fine. Totally normal. Totally natural. I'm going to take your blood pressure really quick. Go ahead and lift up the sleeve of your left arm. That's this little guy right down there. Yeah, these old things. You know what's funny? Nobody really uses these anymore. I know. I'm a bit of a relic, but I like the old school. I'm an analog kind of a guy. So, thank you. And just put this right around your left arm there. Good. Now, we are going to feel a little bit of a squeeze, which I'm sure you expected. You've had your blood pressure taken before, haven't you? Wonderful. It only hurts when I stab you with the needle. There's no needles involved. And just hold still while we squish you up. Beautiful. It does appear you have a little bit of an elevated blood pressure. But like you said, you don't really like doctors. You came in here and you're freaking out a little bit. Look at me again. Hey now. Look at me. You're gonna be okay. In spite of all evidence to the contrary, I don't want to actually hurt you. I know. In some weird universe, I actually want to see you get better. Now, you mentioned that you're having some pain during urination. Are you sexually active? Would you like to do the horizontal tango of the forbidden love, the shtup, the sex? Yeah. You haven't recently. Oh, when was the last time? Okay. Well, probably rules that out then. Have you, do you exercise a lot? You do. Well, you seem pretty fit. Okay. And how often do you exercise? Almost daily. And what do you like to imbibe? Energy drinks, okay. Okay, how many of those would you say you have a day? 3 or 4? Well, you most likely have chronic hydration narcosis. In other words, you think you don't need to drink water. Turns out you do. Turns out water is really, really, really important. Let me ask you a very personal question. Look at me. What color is your pee? It's not clear, is it? So they're yellow or kind of neon-y. Well, not yellow and neon-y is because those energy drinks have a lot of caffeine and they have a lot of excess vitamin B. Yeah, none of which your body can properly process. So it ends up being peed out. Hence you have the neon color sometimes. How did I know that? Lucky guess. So what you need to do is drink lots more water and cut way back on the energy drinks. In fact, if I were you, can you completely cut them out of your life in general? Stick to having a cup of coffee in the morning. And from then on, water. If you need vitamins, take a multivitamin. And try to eat foods that were once alive. It doesn't have to be something that mooed or bad or bade. It just has to be something that lived once. It could be a vegetable or a fruit. Okay. Try to stay away from the cats and dogs. That's gross. Plus you're going to run into PETA problems and then, yeah, PETA on your butt. They are hard to get rid of, believe you me. So, Try to eat some whole natural foods and drink more water. Get your vitamins from that source and avoid so many energy drinks. Okie doke. Lovely. Ta-ta. And sweet dreams.